And we're live. Hello, everybody. Yes, so just going to jump right into it. Good evening. Happy Thursday. I hope everybody's is well. Not going a lot going on here, but there is some stuff going around the Lego verse to do with the upcoming May the 4th. I don't think it's rumor. I think it's actual, this was on Lego's page, so everybody knows about this. The gift with purchase stuff has been released, and there are 3 levels of gift with purchase, like 70 or 40, 70, 120, something like that. And you get a keychain, or you get a little polybag Scout Walker ATST for $40. And what's up, Kodiak? And then for 100 or whatever, 70, then it's the Beskar keychain. And then for 120, it is the Lars kitchen, Owen and Baru's kitchen, which really random, but I'm here for it. It's one of the most unique things I've seen out of Star Wars. The Star Wars line on Lego for a while, so I'm kind of excited to get that. I am a little upset because, so also there's going to be, I don't think there's any promotions, but there's also going to be double VIP week, May 1st through the 8th. But it only affects Star Wars sets, and only Star Wars sets like under a certain dollar amount. So you can't get the UCS AT-AT, you can't get the, trying to think of some more expensive sets that are currently out. I think that's about it. Anything in the store that's currently still in stock that's like over $70, I think you can't get. They have a list on their website. If you go to like the details about the gift with purchase down at the bottom, like under the terms and service, they've got a list of like 20 or 30 set numbers, and so you can look all those up, and that's the only thing the double VIP is good for. So not the new sets, the new 3 vignettes, which I don't think come out till the end of May, but I don't know. So it also doesn't apply to like the long neck, which will be out. It doesn't apply to any of the Jurassic Park sets that are out that are new. None of the new botanical sets, it doesn't apply to that. Any of the cars, the new Vespa doesn't apply to that. So it's a little limited, but I mean, I get it. It's May the 4th, right? So it's applying to the Star Wars stuff. That's fine. Yeah, so, which leads me to talk about this thing. So this is going to be the hotel where Brick Rodeo is going to be, is this hotel. This is the Renaissance Austin Hotel, or Renaissance Hotel Austin. It should say Renaissance North or Renaissance Hotel, yeah. This is where our convention in June is going to be. And last minute, we thought it would be nice to have a build of it. So I've gone through several iterations, and I'll show you the iterations. So I started with this, which was a slightly bigger version. And this is just the front of it. This is just to kind of get an idea of scale and like the number of bricks. So this was kind of where it started. This is where it started, how it was, how it's going, whatever the meme is. I'm not good with that stuff. So you can see I took the size of the windows. Then I can't get any real good pictures. Like none of these pictures are very large. It's not that impressive of a building. It's honestly, it's a white building. It's a hotel. The outside is kind of blah. Oh yeah, I forgot about the UCS Landspeeder. Why? I mean, I get it's an iconic piece of Star Wars. Everybody knows that it's there, but I can think of so many other things that they could do. I mean, I'd rather have a UCS GR75 or maybe a UCS Republic Y-Wing. You know, there's other things they could do. I know that in the background of some photo at the Lego house, there was like a really big model of the Nebulon frigate, which would be super cool. But, yeah. So anyway, the inside's very nice. It's got this big open kind of courtyard atrium. It's a really nice inside, right? You can see it's got a lot of amenities. So this is like the main entrance right here. And then the ballroom's over here. And this is where, or the big exhibit hall is going to be over here. So we're going to have registration. How big is that? That's not very big. It used to be downstairs. So you'd go down these stairs and underneath there was another ballroom and like there are pillars in the way and stuff. So it's going to be in this area and it's a little nicer. And the vendors are going to be kind of over in the corner. It'll be cool. I don't know that UCS sets go on clearance real soon, but yeah, you can wait for it to show up on Mercari or OfferUp. Somebody sells it for $300 or something because they don't know what they got. But yeah, inside's very nice. Like I've been in here a bunch, and it's a nice inside hotel, but the outside's kind of meh. It's also, the bottom floor is kind of shrouded in all these trees. Like, I don't exactly know what the bottom floor looks like. There's no pictures of it. I'm going to have to go there myself and get, like, I kind of know what this front area looks like with the carport right here that, you know, you turn around and drop stuff off. But I think there's a whole other side because it's in this really kind of hilly area that drops off a little bit. And I think there's a little more downstairs and there's another whole side building for like some other stuff. So anyway, so this was the original because I wanted to get, you know, a panel per window kind of look. So you can see kind of, I don't know how much bigger this is going to get. Yeah, not much bigger. This is the problem I'm running into. So there's not a ton of detail here. I think this may be overdoing the detail with these rail pieces under the windows. But I thought this looked pretty good. This piece fits really nice. Fun little thing to make that work with these arch pieces. Kind of stuck on some lift arms. I had fun with this. This is too big. They were looking for something about this big. Like the idea that my cohorts in the lug working on the... I shouldn't say the lug. It's not a lug thing. My co-chairs of the event, they were like, they did one in Houston last year. It was about this big. Can we do that? I'm like, okay. So then I smalled it down to this, which was slightly smaller, was 3 base plates instead of 5, and it was bricks for windows. And they're like, yeah, that's still, you know, 6 base plates is still going to be pretty big. I'm like, okay, so how about we do this? And now I'm down to like, the windows aren't even going to be the right size, you know. I'm still working on this. Yeah, I haven't saved that yet. So that's what I'm working on now is the smallening of this once grate. Like this would have been cool, but it's too big. But we need to be able to get the parts for it real quick. Hi, Missy. How are you? Thanks for being here. So this is going to be a build that'll sit in the lobby probably. But I can already tell, like, there's going to be things that aren't going to be the same. Like, each window group is 3 window panes, and then except for here where it's 2, and except for the sides where it's 2. So that can't really do that here because each of these 3 represents a whole, you know, each 2 plates here represents a whole window. So, and do I replace any of this with brick? Like a 1x1 brick? You know, all the way up here or something? I don't know. Whatever. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing well. Excited about some of the Star Wars stuff that's coming May 4th. I may see if I can take the morning to go, that's coming up, to go over to the shop and get I'm going to get the long neck. Probably not going to get any Star Wars stuff. But, and the VIP points won't apply to that. So, This is all going to be white anyway down here. So this is going to be... So this is like this starts right here with the... Basically like the third floor. So I'm just trying to get like the facade done, and then I'll work on like tying it all together later. Just to see how big it is. Because I'm sure at some point a lot of this will be like corner plates and stuff. Scale is going to be all wrong. The dimensions are going to be wrong, but they were like, I was talking to the other two guys and they were like, yeah, you know, it's just as long as everybody knows what it is and it'll look cool for them. I was like, okay, well, because it's not going to look great to me. Is that too high? No, that's good. And I'll cover those with tiles. It's gonna be brown. So 1x8 tile in reddish brown. Doop 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 doop. I don't think... Do 1x3s come in reddish brown? They do. I am a little burpy tonight, and I apologize. We had pho for dinner, and I'm full of rice, and now I'm drinking beer. And it's just going to do this. And I'm going to get progressively more gassy through the course of the evening. So you've got that to look forward to, my friends. I'm stinging a little last night sports-wise. My Avs lost to the Seattle Kraken, of all teams. And then Austin FC went to San Antonio to play a group match. Not entirely sure what that means. Oh, I don't think I need to delete all of them. I will need to delete all those. And they, like, all the teams that I root for lost last night. I was like, man, that sucks. So this is a whole other... That. So, if you were to go to... you got to get breakfast. All right, Mayo. Well, we'll be here if you decide you want to come back. So this is going to be one of those things that needs to be a 7, so I have to do like a 3 and a... This would be great if there was a 5 plate in white. This is when a 5 plate would come in handy. So we'll do a 3 over there and a 4 over here. So I can get rid of this, and we'll just get rid of all this, and we'll rotate it all down. So if you've never done like a building before like this, design-wise, it's kind of excruciatingly boring because you're really only doing the facade and nobody cares about the inside. And your whole job is to make it look like the thing on the outside while making it... oh, I didn't even need to go that high because it's lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's one floor lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So all that needs to go. And that is going to be this color. Might be tiles. Don't know yet. It is really boring stuff. It can be fun if you do bigger things, but the small things are a little like... It's cute. It's got a fun kind of vibe to it. I think I'm going to make it go in like that. Maybe. Like I said, it can be a fun little thing to kind of work on for like a little bit, but I feel like it's not, I won't say it's not challenging, but I feel like it's more of a challenge to see what you can do with what little space you've got to work with. So my trick is this still looks a little too squat for me. This is too shallow, or too short. When you put the roof on it, it might look a little better, but because I can't make these very tall, I mean, I guess I could. I don't know what that would do to it, though. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that looks enough like it? Or does it look too squat? I think it looks too squat, but macro, it's super easy. It like the learning curve is really very shallow. I will say it's a quirky program in that it doesn't a lot of the stuff maybe not intuitive, but in terms of like general function, like you click on a piece, now it's selected. You move a piece, it moves over here. It snaps into place. All your pieces are over here. You can find them all up here. You know, if you don't know what it is, you can, and you know enough about Bricklink, you can type in the Bricklink name here. So in terms of like basic doing of stuff, it's fine. Even like the mosaic stuff is really easy to do. The instructions get a little hairy. You need to play with it a little bit. Stuff you do in the steps over here. I know it's covered up a little bit with the stuff, but the stuff you do in the steps over here dictates how the instructions look. And there's things like copying groups instead of copy the group out of the step instead of copying the collection of pieces over here to like repeat it if you're like repeating stuff. That doesn't work for like call outs in the instructions, or learning what the buffer exchange is in the instructions, or, you know, there's things that once you get into it, it's like you can see what they want you to do. You can see where all the things are. So it's not terribly, it's not real hard. And I've been using it for like 4 years, and I'm still learning on some stuff. Like I've never really done illuminated bricks. I've only done a couple animations, so there's stuff that everybody can learn. Hi, Greg. How are you? Yeah, so there is going to be a layer of brown on the bottom. You can kind of see that. It's hard to see here, but like there's a layer right under this window, and then under these windows there's not. Something that's also going to bother me is under each window there's a layer, there's a brown line right here in this section. In this section there isn't, and in this section there is. So it's not, and also there's like no side. This is like the most side view thing that they have. I'm guessing that's it, and then it repeats. I don't know how skinny this building is. This is like the best I have, and it's like before it was even built. But so this is where you can see, this is where my section stops. There's a whole other like thing under here, and then there's just a whole other building attached to it over here. I think this is parking garage, so I don't know if I'm going to include that or not, but we'll see. The rendering program, like I'm very satisfied with just general. I built the thing. I want a picture of it that looks nice. Here it is. I know people who've worked with like other CAD programs and other 3D rendering programs aren't really up on Studio's rendering. Like it's not awesome to them for some reason. But I've had people tell me that they really like my build, and I do a good job with the photography of it. I'm like, this is a computer render. So there's a couple different, you can do photoreal and you can do POV ray. I don't know the difference, honestly. I haven't played with it enough. This is something I'll need to look into for my talk in June. And then, yeah, there's animation. You can say, all right, make it this many frame rates, have it like build, spin as it drops all the pieces into place. So there's lots of things you can play with here. For those of you not blessed with a really nice graphics card, you need to remember to turn your CPU rendering on instead of the GPU rendering. Because that otherwise it'll error out, or it'll sit there and wait for a little bit and then it'll finally die. And I don't have a good video card. I bought this computer and was like, I don't need a good video card. I'm not going to play games on it. Thoughts on the UCS Landspeeder? I think that people are going to buy it because it's got that nice windscreen and because it's got the 3PO with the silver leg on it. I think that's it. Oh, you can kind of control it without the mouse. Like if you wanted to you could do orientations. I wish what you could do is like, because it's got these keys on it. Like this doesn't do anything. Like these numbers right here, I don't know what that's for. Like I can't push a number and have it snap to that. That's what I'd like. And I think you can set shortcut keys to do that, but I think it's funny top view. But you can snap it to that, but that's yeah, and if you really want to get granular with the camera, you got to be very steady with your right mouse clicking, holding and dragging and whatever. So I've just gotten used to a lot of the controls. Macro, if you ever have any questions about stuff, feel free to come find me. Kodiak also does a lot of work in studio as well. He does a lot of instructions and whatnot. So, oh, XY's in the render. Yeah. It's very much like you got to like hit which viewpoint you want and customize it. It's always like that 30-degree, kind of thing. I think people are like, this is how Lego does it. And it's like, well, what if I don't want to do that? You got to do negative 40-degree view so I can get the underside of it or something. Oh, number pad. Hey, look what I learned. Thanks, man. Derp, derp, derp. Okay. So there's that. I don't use it often, but every once in a while I'm like, I just need that view so I can grab this thing exactly without worrying about it. So, all right. So side view here. Again, there's not many. I'm going to have to go to this place in person. The one time I want a good view, they've clipped it over here. I think, like, I can't tell. Is that the whole? There's no way of knowing. That's the front. So there's going to be a whole, like, we could raise this whole thing up by a couple floors. What song is this? This is weird. Bames John. Okay. Does what it's supposed to do, I guess. So just to get some height, because I don't know what. This is actually going to be raised up quite a bit. And of course, it's still odd because I can't do anything with an even. Ew, I don't want that at all. Nope. course, there's one brick left over. So this is probably going to sit up like at least this high. I think maybe more. So that's about how tall it's going to be. And I tried to get the scale of it because it's hard to see. So this will be about 1.5 base plates. Here's a quirky thing about Studio is that the base plates seem to live on another plane of existence. So you can see how... Oh, that is actually snapping to the grid this time. A lot of the times it doesn't, and it's a little frustrating. Base plates act as if they want to be like this 0 point plane at the bottom of a brick or a plate, right? So if you put it on something like this, it just acts really weird against the plane of what you're working on. It's really hard to describe. And yes, it is thinner, but I think they may have fixed it because until recently it acted like it was kind of below the plane that you're working on, and it would constantly and then you'd put a new one on there and put them together, and they were just off enough that where if you were building on multiple ones, you build all the way to the top and kind of join them together, and you start seeing these little gaps everywhere. It's because everything it's sitting on was just off enough, and for no other reason that you just put a new plate out there next to it. So I've gotten to the habit of connecting them with something so that I can move them all together and have them on the same plane. Oh, by the way, air quotes are out. We're now doing palmentheses. Is that what it was? So a TikTok lady was doing that. So this is about that big. That's 2 base plates. That's about that big. I think that'll be fine. I think any smaller than this, and it's going to risk really not looking like the building anymore. So that's about how big. And that's it. That's all I needed those for. What's up, Caleb Custom Bricks? How are you? Thanks for being here working on boring building stuff. So as far as I know, this is going to be 2 windows here. And again, see, we even go down to 1. So this is 3 windows, 2 windows, 1 window. I almost can't do that at this scale. But we're going to do our best. So I already know that this is going to be... We can get rid of this. So there's going to be a lot of things that I'll be going back and fixing in here. Like these will be probably corner plates in here to hold all this together. Same as here. These are all... I'll replace a lot of these with corner plates. Maybe not all of them. Corner plates are not expensive, but when you got a ton of them, so it almost makes sense to have that because 2 of these plates, this is 12 cents versus 8 cents. So it makes more sense to put, get it? So I'll probably end up going through and replace. I'm going to leave this out here to know that I did it. I may end up going back through and replacing all of these with corner plates to hold them together. But to start, we're going to do that over here. Just to see what it looks like. Although what may happen is I'll have to replace one of these. Which leaves this as a 3. And if I'm not filling that area up, and that's an artistic call. I could very much put another plate under there. I think I might right now just to remember that I did that. But yeah, I could go through all these and replace all these, or I can just build up from here and then go back and do it later. Yeah, the base plate thing, it was very annoying. They may have fixed it. I mean, it feels a little more solid than it did previously, so. All right, as far as I know, this is going to be... although, instead of doing cross plates, I could do... let's go back to this. Every other plate go the other way. So I'll still build this up. Because again, I have no idea what the bottom of this looks like. Go around, I'm going to have to go around and just go to the front desk and be like, hey, I'm building this for the convention that's coming up. I'm going to be taking pictures outside. Please don't think I'm like scoping this place out. I look extraordinarily red. I feel like I've been sunburned or something. I haven't been outside hardly at all. So if I do 3 here, we'll do 4 going this way. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do 4 going this way. We'll adjust later. Yeah, so the UCS, what's it? Landspeeder. Does anybody know the model number of Ucs Landspeeder? Here's your trivia question du jour. Okay, that only needs to be a 4 or something. I kind of remember what the latest model is. I want to say it's the BT-16, but I think that's also the gun or the something that the stormtroopers were talking about in the Death Star. So here we do 4. Or 3 and 2, maybe. So we can do 3. And this is a 4. So we can do a 6. Again, this may all change depending on... I just want to kind of get the frontage. Yeah, I wish I could get a 1x5 in here. They don't make them in white yet. I should say, without looking it up on Google, what is Ucs Landspeeder's model number? Alright, so this is now going that way, which is fine. We can get a 1x4 in here. Just leave that. And this will be... What did I do over here? Oh, this is now a 1x6. everybody and their brother now has the Jurassic Park set. At least all the RFLMs do. There's a channel that I watched, still kind of pick up her videos every once in a while. Cafe Corner. Cafe Corner. It used to be something else. And she just went straight Cafe Corner now. And she's an RFLM. I was really impressed and happy for her. And at the same time, I'm like, really? God, we started at the same time. But again, she does reaction videos. She does short videos. And I don't. So I'm okay with that. I don't have the time to make videos. I'm okay doing a couple live streams a week, but that's really all I can do. Oh, hey, you know what we can do is we can talk about Moon Knight. Who is caught up with Moon Knight? Is it the same amount of windows going up? Yes. And that can just be... The latest episode is a hoot. I had a lot of fun watching that. There looks like there's different little things up there. Let's continue the tradition. Make sure it's all nice and level. Looks like it's got some grills or something up there. This is going to start being roof. So if we get corner slopes, caps locks is on. So roof tiles are the only things that I never really understood why they call them roof tiles in Lego. And like any slope, I think, is called a roof tile. It's really weird. And then all these concave, except it's not called convex, is it? Yeah, it is. Okay. I don't think these come in that color. That would be too easy. Look at that. They're $2 each, though. This is going to be real easy if that's all I need to do. Because, again, don't have the top of it. I don't think anybody's got the top of it. Although... This is how I was able to get some of the stuff for one of the hospital buildings we were working on. Where's this going to be? Over here. Renaissance Hotel Austin. Layers. This, oh, I could do street view. This may solve my issues. All right, so this is the hotel. So, my guess is this bit that we're all seeing, like from here. This is what you see from here. Yeah, because there's a little bit of water right here in one of those shots. But you can see there's like different levels. This is, okay, so for those of you going to this, tile is a flat, a roof slope is a slope. Yeah, slopes and tiles, man. I don't understand. Don't bring, like, you're assigning it a function before I even get to it. I so rarely build things with roofs, but I've got to buy all these roof tiles. I got to remember to build the roof like this, speaking of. This is the atrium light thing. All right, so it's pretty basic. It looks like these corners come up, and then there's like just a flat area, and then there's going to be more corners, and then the roof comes back to that. So typical stuff. For those of you going to the convention, this is your loading dock area. This is the ballroom area right here. So this is where Oh, you can kind of see. I guess this is a little bit from the side. This is one of the sides of the building. So at some point, they don't even show it on here. But like you don't even see it over here. But over here is where the ballroom is, or where the exhibit hall is going to be. So here's a good view of it. So this is the nice view out to the lake. This is the front of it over here. And this is the area where the ballroom is, or the exhibit hall. And if you look, this is where you would load and unload. This is where we did it last time, right in here. But we're upstairs this time. So instead of being able to like kind of drive in and go right into there's a lip, there's a loading dock you have to kind of get up to. But now we're all the way up. So there's going to be elevator rides, a lot of them, freight elevator rides, which will be fine, whatever. But yeah, you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So that's the side. And I can't really tell how far up the ballroom top goes, and I can't tell. And I think too that this is another. So here's your parking garage, but right here, this is going to be one of the main, I think it's the cedar room. This is where the morning assembly and evening assembly are going to be. Morning assembly and evening assembly. Yeah, so there's smaller rooms along the edges here, in the main area, right? The atrium, and then there's like small meeting areas. This is the main exhibit hall. The vendors are going to be over here. I'm excited. It's going to be great. It also looked like, even though these were 45 degrees, it looks like they got cut off early. Which all that means is they're not going to be fully realized. I think I'll just stop it right there probably. And do one more. Yeah. And then it's really good. Gotta make sure these guys are in this color. I think they're expensive if they are. Oh, 10 cents. Okay. Sometimes I worry some of these like basic pieces, you know, you're like, oh, it's fine. It'll be in that color. And then you find it and you're like, oh, it's $3. When we did the Capitol, there was a lot of those pieces where I was like, oh, I'll just get a cone or whatever. And it was like $6 per part or something. And we only needed like 2, but so that'll do there. I don't like this weird little shine here. That makes me feel like I've done something wrong. No, it's just a weird looking thing. All right, so I'll save, copy mirror. Okay. Now, I think you can already tell this is off-sided a little bit. This isn't exactly centered. It looks like there's more room. Like the center of the whole building is right about here. So this roof is going to be pushed back a little bit. Oh, that is the worst. Like when it's almost a Mandela effect where you're like, oh no, I have one of those pieces. And then you go and you're like, oh, I don't have that piece in that color. No problem. It's pretty common. I bet I used it somewhere else. And then I just forgot that I don't have it. And you go look it up. You're like, no, this doesn't exist in light gray or light blue gray. There's so many, because I have so many old space pieces that are just light gray that I go to try to order them in light blue gray. And they just haven't made them since then. So I'm like, why is this piece $15? You know, I'm not going to buy that. Hang on, I'm reading something. Just making sure nobody's trying to get a hold of me because my phone's on silent. Yeah, now I don't know if I'm going to include this. I'm not going to include the parking garage, but I don't know if I'll include this little side bit. The little side ballroom. It might make it a little too big. All right, so then this is just flat. There's just, I can't really see. So this goes up to this. Oh, well, that's something. So as far as I can tell, this roof corner goes up to this level, right? And you can see it on the top down. This goes up to that level, no higher. But I think it's because my roof tiles aren't shallow enough. But they don't get, there's no 4 by, or there's no 18-degree corner. So that's going to be a problem. I think I'd rather make accommodations for that and maybe trim this off and just kind of deal with it. Yeah, because I want that to be the same height. Oh, I don't know what that looks like over there either. This is probably all... Let's do this. How deep is that? How deep is your love? Is your love? Man, I was watching old person TikTok, and there's one of them. It's called like, it's an 80s, 70s, 80s throwback TikTok channel, and it's just TV shows. It's just like the opening themes to TV shows that you loved as a kid. And see, this is going to be mostly okay because I think I can just do this. Just copy and mirror and have it be like, I don't think it's that tall or that wide. Looks like it's about like that. Something like that. Yeah. And I need Travis around to back me up on this, but they played the opening for Centurions, and I was just like, oh god, this is so good. This is one of those great opening cartoon theme songs, and a great idea for a show, and a great idea for a toy, because that's all the cartoons were back then, were commercials. But oh, I still want to do that. Like, all right, take care, Missy. Have a good evening. I really so much wanted to do a buildable figure of a Centurion with all the attachable parts, and then you can, you get a whole thing of them, and you can have like almost like an Iron Man thing where you can build a Sky Vault set where all the stuff is there ready to be beamed down to these guys. All right, so I don't want to do this just yet because I'm still working on how to do this, but I think I can do this part of it at least. I keep making changes and then going back and copy and mirror. Make sure I get all the changes in each side here. Yeah, this building stuff is for the birds. Not a huge fan. But, I don't know. Nobody else seems to be doing it. That's not true. Like, all of our lug people do buildings like this. I don't think a lot of people in our group use Studio much. I know one of the guys who is in our group who does castles, and in fact he's got a thing he's working on in Studio that it's probably going to be our next project support from Lego, because it's this big thing and other people can like make modules to add on to the castle. And we, you know, I'm like, if you've got an idea of like what parts you need to make a modular castle like this, we can absolutely do that for project support from Lego. All right, so the next, now that I know where I can see a footprint and a sky level, is going to be this. The sides look like they are just one of these and then a bunch of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 wide, 12 windows wide. And I'm going to lean in real quick so I can see how many windows we got. We got one. I think it's, if I'm looking at this right, it's the same as the, it should be the same as this, but it's 12 wide. Okay. All right, so let's get on it. We can copy basically this whole section right here. If I can do this. And most of it. And paste it. And since there's no front or back, it doesn't matter. But it's 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my God, really? That's going to be really big, dude. It's going to be at least 2 of these. Plus 2 more. All right. Let's just see how big this is going to be. I need the glass, so that. All that can go away because I just need this for now. And then put it next to it. Okay. Oof. That seems really wide, man. As soon as I do this, they're going to say that's too big. I can guarantee you. I don't know why I didn't think it was going to be this big when I was doing the front. This is still not that big. It's, you know, it's going to be 2 base plate. Okay, so it's going to be, make these green so I can see what I'm doing. All right, so I realize that I'm probably not engaging people enough here, so let's get some conversation started. What did you think of the most recent Moon Knight? / are you up on your, let's say Halo, Star Trek Picard? I started watching Outer Range. And that seemed pretty cool. Oh my God, that's still... I'm gonna do a screenshot of this so I can like tell them. I'm also gonna get one of these so they can see how big. I'm excited Batman is out on HBO. I'm gonna watch that. I don't know why I'm so excited. Hey, Josh, how's it going? So what do you think? Is this too big, too small? It's 4 base plates. To get the windows in here, this is as small as I can get it. There are a lot of windows. And I've tried to... If the details are lost, I'm at least accounting for all the windows. Like, I think I messed this up. It's one closer brick, but... like I can scooch these a little closer together. So that's 2 shallower bricks here, but it is just a big box. This is it. I was worried that I couldn't get a... Oh, and also, this is just the hotel part of it. There's a whole ballroom stuff, and there's this whole... What is the small room off to the side? The cedar room or the birch room or something like that, wherever the assemblies are going to be. Is this a hotel for ants? So yeah, so technically this whole thing sits on another like 3 or 4 levels. In which like the ballroom is over here. And I don't know, this is probably just an ugly side of a building over here because I don't think it's got a whole lot going on. There's a nice entry on this side of it. I remember that. Glass Oaks, thanks. Yeah, that's this whole area over here. Don't know if we need it. I don't know. I mean, no. So here, this is what they did last year. I'll get your guys' opinions on this. So this is what they did last year. Everybody look at my email. This is what was done last year. Now, this is the Sugarland Marriott. Let's compare. This is the idea they had, is do something like they did for the convention last year. So, yeah. So this is the hotel that they were in last year. Okay. First of all, I think it's a smaller hotel. I don't think it's as big, right? It still has ballroom down here that you can use, but how large a footprint in real life is this going to be? 4x4 plates. Not huge, you know, this big kind of thing. It's not going to be that big. But what they're going off of last year is something like this. Nice little thing you can put on a countertop or a side table somewhere that people can walk in as they're going to the lobby and go, oh, look at that. That's cute. But at the same time, I think this hotel is like twice as big, at least. And I can't... 32 plate, not 48. So it's not terrible, right? You know, this kind of sits kind of nice right there. That looks great. A little understated thing. But I'm also looking at, and I'm not trying to be a jerk about this, but they got all of the windows that they needed, right? So if you're looking at it, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? They got a brick for every window. How many floors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many floors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they did right by this, right? This looks good. So it fit. Now, if I did a brick for every one of mine, it would make it twice as big. It would make it taller. Let's just say that. Is this 2x2? Yeah, so 4. So I think this is a good size. The problem is I don't think it can get any smaller. It doesn't have to sit on the plates either, right? But if we're going to do the ballroom, which I don't necessarily think we need to do the ballroom. We used to do the main building, but there's the ballroom, right? So there's another whole section of stuff over here. And again, I'm only trying to make it, you know, the fidelity of aspect. I think it's too short. I could replace all these with bricks and not make it bigger, which I might do. That's going to take a little work, but I want to do it before I get too far into it. It'll make it taller, but not wider. But there are, I mean, look at how many windows this is. This is a ton of windows compared to that. And this isn't an L shape. That's as big as it gets. I don't know what that is. Sugarland Square. This is just a little L-shaped building. You can tell this is the inside of the L. So, I don't know. I think I'm just reading too much into it. I say that about Doc all the time. Oh, hey, look. It's that. It's cute. Thanks for being here, Doc. Appreciate it. Appreciate you coming by. So first things first is, I think before I'm gonna back out of a lot of changes here. So what? Okay. I'm gonna back out of this change over here. We'll redo that. Good. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm going down a rabbit hole. I know. So I think before I do anything, I'm probably gonna. Well, and that's the thing. I can't not. When I build stuff, this is how it happens. This is the process, you know. Even if I did it like this, people would be like, "Oh man, that's great. Look at that. It looks like the hotel." If I take all these out and do bricks, I'm also lessening the piece count by a third. So that'll help. So what I'm going to do, this is going to be fun, guys. You ready for some nonsense? All right, 10 cents for one of those, 15 cents for a plate. I'm also saving everybody money. Of course, this is like the average price on Studio at the time. It's not reflective of Bricklink, usually. You probably get some elsewhere. So now, take each one of these sections and rip it away. Take it away. Which is why I shouldn't have done all this. So what I'm going to do is this is going to go away. Come on. View. Orientation. Oh, wait. I got my thing now. There we go. I'm going to get rid of this whole wing. Right? Because I'm just going to mirror and copy and mirror it once I'm done with the changes. So I'm not doing it. I'm not doing double the work. I'm still keeping this top. I think this is cute the way I've got it. That's fine. It looks like the thing. It looks like the thing. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. It's fine. All right. So I'm going to pull this away so I don't get confused. And we're just going to go through and replace all these. because I think it looked better with the brick. Is that what these are? If you buy 100, that's what the price is? I've been at this for an hour, and I feel like I've barely got anything done, so. All right, so this will go pretty quick, though. We keep the roof as is. Keep everything about the roof. I like the roof. Just move this over here. New 1x1 brick trans. These are trans blue. Look up trans light blue. Just in case. If we need to change them to trans clear, that's fine. Okay, so I'll get rid of that and put this there. Copy. No. Burp. And there. Get rid of these. Get rid of these. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. Okay. Now, put this. That's not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Put that under here. I have to go back and put another plate in there. I won't forget that though. This all goes away. Nope, not all of it. I needed that plate to stay there. Man, my perspective is way off, and I totally just spat at the screen. Stupid screen. Just gonna make me do this the old-fashioned way, aren't you? You keep taking bricks away and taking it apart. That is my want. I am want for destruction. That's why it's called wanton destruction. I'm gonna put this over here. Boop. Yeah, this is the process. This is why I don't recommend doing this. I'm probably doing it wrong, but this is how I get things done. Plus it's cleaner. It looks cleaner like that than with these little... That looks so much better. I feel so much better about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's get a plate in here. Close that up. Wherever it went. These stupid things. Those are slightly taller windows. That's fine. This can be a brick. Switch things up a little bit so it gives it a little more zhuzh. All right. Yeah, isn't that weird that the brick is cheaper than the plate on this one? That's not always the case. Oh, I feel so much better about that. It actually is a little taller than this, but I think once it's... since I know the side panels are starting to get a little wider than they need to be, this makes me feel a lot better. This song sounds like Labyrinth. I would be upset if I were the people who made Labyrinth, although they don't care. Oh goodness, somebody's doing something outside that the dogs did not like. You guys hearing this? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna get all these guys. Ooh, I didn't mean to get that many. I'm sorry, Indigo. I didn't mean to hit him so hard. I didn't mean to jog him so hard. I'm sorry, Indigo. I don't mean to jog him so hard. So, Josh, are you a Star Wars person? Are you going to go to the store and get some of the new Star Wars stuff? Come April. Come May 4th. Am I going to see you there? F. Can I get an F in the chat for the fact that I can't line this garbage up? Thank you. Nope. Did I purposefully do 3 of 3? Okay, good. So all I need to do for this one is do this. And then do this. Is that right? So what I'm trying to do, I don't know if you can tell, is alternate. This is a 10 or an 8 and a 3 since this is an odd number. And then alternate the plates so there's not a seam in any one place. I learned the hard way that the more you try, the more you can avoid having seams in the faces of buildings, the better. Not all these are going to be like too deep, so... Oh, you really do want the Landspeeder. Okay. Well, all right. I was kind of making fun of it, but get you some. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I think it looks nice. That's not the problem. The problem is everyone's kind of going, why? Why do we... Oh, that looks so much better. So much better. Oh, my nose is just killing me. So for those of you who are not in Austin, everybody's dying right now. We just got done with like cedar season, and now it's like oak is out or whatever, and it's just murdering everybody. I think I get worse. I don't get cedar problems. I get mold and oak really bad. So late October is really bad, and then like April, May is really bad for me. Oh, this will be the next TikTok video. If you guys aren't watching me on TikTok, I take these guys apart and put them back together, time lapse, real quick. Seems to be doing well. All right, so I'm just going to take this roof off. Put that over here. Actually, I'll put it over here. And then grab two of these guys. I'll grab a whole 1, 2, 3 of those. Okay, so here's the trick. Some of these might be corner plates. Depends. Oh man, my dog is not happy about something. Oh, actually, you know what? I need the... Hang on, I'm going to mute the mic real quick. She's just yelling at everybody. I'm honestly waiting for that succulent set. I want to get it for my partner. Cool. I want to get both of those, the succulent and the... So here's the thing. Now I want to go back and get the Birds of Paradise. Like, I think the Botanical series is a really good series. I am not opposed to any of it. I do like that the Birds of Paradise came with a stand, like a buildable stand. That was really cool. So I may go back and... what did I do with that? Yeah, I got rid of this too early. Nope. Jesus Christ. Sorry for the swearing. Just the flowers themselves weren't like my favorite thing ever, but I liked the stand. And the flowers would be okay, like if I had a bunch of different ones, which they can. I really didn't think that they would do more than this. And I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. I guess they'll do more than that. But the new stuff, I'm like, oh, heck yeah, I'm going to get that. The succulents look great. I can't even remember the other ones now. Lilies? Orchids? Orchids. The orchids look good too. Not gonna lie, they look really nice. So yeah, I'm a fan of the of this series. All right, so I can copy that. This is one good thing about buildings is like once you get one section, you can copy the whole thing, and you get that whole section. And oh, this is only 7. So I can only do that much. Really lowering the basement on this. I thought maybe I'd get these for Beth to build with me, but I don't think she cares and wants to build these with me at all. Oh man, I feel so much better about that. It's even too tall now, I feel like. But I think it looks more impressive that way. And I think having the brick instead of a bunch of plates, I bet this is a ton cheaper. Yeah, like right now this right here is $30. And we could probably get it cheaper than that. So 4 times that, $100 maybe, $150 to get all the parts. Probably get some in bulk or like I'm sure we don't have to get everything. I'll assemble as much as I can. I'm sure the lug will volunteer a little bit. Some people, whatever. Need to do a car park out here. Repeat all these on either side. So at this point, oh, you know what? Do I want to do that yet? Let's keep building the side. So I'm going to do... Yeah, that's good. Let's do that. Get rid of these. I feel like I'm working on the dark side over here. This is really dark. I want to get it as well, definitely for the build, but I want to make some underwater coral reef. Neat. That's a real good use for it. Good stuff. Actually, wait. What did I say this needed to be? 12? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get rid of that. And so we do this twice. We do this twice. This is what we do twice. And then 2 more. rid of that. Get rid of that. That. And then get rid of that. Oh, come on. Oh, also, anybody else watching Halo? Latest episode was real pew-pew. I hope all the fanboys got, like, what they wanted. I know there's a big controversy of, like, he took his helmet off too early and other stuff. It's made by a bunch of people who don't know the story and they're just taking blah, 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 blah. So here's my thing. I think the showrunners are doing a pretty good job of this. I'm not going to lie. I think they're doing pretty good. And I've not played the game before, so I may be a person who will look at it and go, well, that's not bad. And not realize that maybe they are taking advantage or they are besmirching the good name of the Halo franchise. I throw my hands up. This may be a bit big. But I think in order to get the emotional payoff of a big battle scene like they did in this last one, you kind of have to have all the story bits that go on before. And they've established a lot of the characters already, and I really appreciate how they've done it. And oh, you know what? Why don't I just get rid of all that. Yeah, I'm having fun watching it. I like all the actors in it so far. It's fine. It's great. Okay, now I gotta figure out how to lock all these in to each other on this side. I'm also not a filmmaker or a TV critic. I just watch a thing and go, was I entertained? Cool. I try not to sit here and go, there are times when I'm watching a show where I look at my watch. That's when I know I'm not having a good time watching it. Or I watch it and I go, ugh. That's when I know I don't like it. Or an actual question pops up into my head like, well, wait a minute. But I'm not actively looking for that. And I think the difference in a lot of these things is people are actively looking for things that are bad instead of just kind of sitting there and watching it and kind of letting it wash over them. Whatever. A Brick Daddy minifig. So I'm enjoying the show so far. Oh, is that too big? Oh, probably not. Let's just real quick see what happens when I go. Oh, it's not done yet. Because I need a whole other corner to make it flippable. I just want to get a footprint here. Again, haven't played the game, so I don't know what mythos is being trodden upon. I like the guy playing Master Chief. I think he's doing a great job of being kind of like the perfect soldier that everybody's waiting to have a problem, and he's, under some stress and whatnot. If I flip that, that's not going to do that right. Oh, maybe it will. No, I should have put the corner on the other side. Right? Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. This all needs to go. Oh, I know what it is. Let's do this. So we're gonna line this up right. Do that. Actually, no, just copy it. I don't know. I don't need to mirror it. That's what it was. I just need to copy it. Okay. There's some bits of the show that I can already tell that I don't care about a little bit. And it's like, I find myself going, well, I could probably leave and go make a sandwich at this point. And that's not fair to the show, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't care about this section. Okay, so that's, there we go. It's about that big. Okay, that's, yeah, that looks like that. That's good. I think also if I just do the main building, I don't think anybody will care. I don't know that if I don't include the ballroom section or the, you know, the stuff below the tree line, I don't know. Maybe just this and everyone goes, yep, that's that building. So we'll work on it and see what happens. But this was edutainment at its finest. I am going to probably knock off here in a little bit and go back to playing some Star Wars Lego Skywalker Saga, because I'm slowly unlocking all that stuff. But I appreciate everybody being here, and sorry this was not like a super entertaining build or anything, but it's kind of, you know, stuff that's got to get done. So let's see if I can knock this out real quick, get this all lined up. Some of the problems I have with Studio is that, like, it's constantly trying to put stuff underneath. And I don't think I shorted that side. Nope. Okay, so I don't short that side. And did I only get, like, I have to go fill that all in. Don't know why I did that at all. Yeah, if you get a chance, watch the first episode of Outer Range and let me know what you thought. I thought it was great. It was slow and creepy, and it has Josh Brolin in it, so I'm all in on that one. But have a good rest of your week wherever you are. I'll try to be back Saturday to do some Twitch stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do then. Maybe more of this. Maybe the stadium. Maybe a microfighter. I might have parts in by then. I ordered parts for Sentinel class shuttle. So Sentinel class landing craft or whatever. And I've got these two guys. I kind of swiped them from some other things. This one of these is the it's weird. One of them is Director Krennic's shuttle microfighter, and one of them is like, I don't even know. It's not Kylo Ren's. It's another shuttle, but I forget. It's another landing craft or something. Anyway, it came with one that I didn't really think would be right. So I'm thinking more of using this guy because he looks like the one that comes in the actual set. But this guy's just as good. He's got just a different hat on. So And that's it. Yeah. Be able to think back on this beginning. Thanks, Macro. That's what I like about it. How is it? I've been thinking about picking it up, but I know that I won't get any videos done if I... Oh, the Lego Star Wars. It's fine. It's fun. It's Lego Star Wars, so I mean, it's not... You know, it's nothing groundbreaking or anything like that. It is this Lego Star Wars game. And that's what I like about it. So, if you like that kind of stuff, it's campy and goofy, and it's great for kids. It's good for fans. It's got a lot of little touch points for fans. And it's got a good completionist angle, too. Like, you know you want 100% this. I think I did overlap this one, though. Yeah. So, I'll move that over. And then just this, and then I'm done. Almost done, I guess, with this. And this is a copy and mirror, right? Yep. Look at that. Just got to fill in some holes and we're done. Got to worry about like which of these needs corner plates and corner bricks. And I missed a whole section there, but I'll fill it in. This is under construction. Bob's your uncle. Look at that. Done. That's about how big it's going to be. Cool. All right, thanks everybody for hanging out. I am going to go play some games, and I'll talk to you soon. Saturday morning, I'll try to be on Twitch, 10 o'clock in the morning. This may be done by then. If not, I'll work on this some more. Maybe do some Microfighter stuff. Maybe do some Q2 stuff. I don't know. But thanks for being here, and we'll talk to you soon. Good night.